Good morning or good noon, everybody. Yes, that's a new word. Yes, good noon for that moment when the morning slips over into the afternoon. How are you? I trust that your morning's been good, your day's been good so far, but if it hasn't, well, you're in the right place for taking a moment to step out and do something for you. And if you're watching this video because you're intrigued by what I said when reminding you that I was going to be here at 12, my belief system, and it is my belief system, is that our minds are much, much more powerful than we can even at the moment contemplate. And I think that bit at least is backed up by neuroscience research. We're learning and we're learning quickly, but there's so much more to learn. I believe we are one system, a mind and a body connected, and the body affects the mind and the mind affects the body. I've had 2 periods of ill health, 2 periods when I had cancer, very far apart, thankfully, and the last one was nearly 17 years ago. But looking back in each case, I can see that the dis-ease, which is what it is in your body, was preceded by a period of intense stress, a period when I was focused very much on other people, the external world, job, all the usual stuff we know about, and not taking good care of myself, physically, mentally, emotionally, in any way. And that's what happened. So I offer you this meditation to help heal and to help boost your immune system particularly. And, you know, it's entirely up to you what you do with it. But I hope it'll be a pleasant experience, whatever. Something I was watching yesterday from one of the many medical people that are being wheeled out all the time. Actually, I think it was the BBC reporting it. They're finding out more and more about the virus and how, if we're lucky, as the virus enters the cells of our body, duplicates and then bursts out of each cell and starts roaming around looking for other cells to inhabit and repeats this over and over again, creating more and more virus cells. Our immune system will look to fight that. And if your immune system's good, it'll fight it really well and you'll have a very mild dose. Even if you get complications, what determines whether you go into lung and other organ failure or not is, not surprisingly, the ability of your immune system to fight off the virus. So, as I said, this will do you no harm. So what have you got to lose? Okay, end of whatever that was. Me talking about my beliefs. So, as usual, taking a few moments before we start this meditation to settle yourself into a comfortable position where your back is upright and away from the chair. And I find when I'm doing this that I do find myself slouching. So if you have the same problem, when you notice that, you're just being mindful and noticing what your body's doing and just remind it should be upright, dignified. And again, as always, setting the intention to be with this meditation as best you can, to come awake to your present moment experience. Okay, so assuming you've settled and you're comfortable, there's a moment still to adjust your position if you need to. I want you to close your eyes. And we're going to start with some deep, intentional breathing, We're going to take over control of our breathing from our body, which normally just gets on with it, in order that we can do some deep, slow breathing. And as I've said before, if you've watched any other videos, this is the breathing we can use if we get anxious or angry or agitated in some way. And give it time to stay with it until you feel calmer. But for now, we're going to do 3 of those slow, deep breaths. Breathing in from the belly. If you're not sure if you're doing it right, put your hand on your belly and you should feel your belly inflating like a balloon and then deflating as you breathe out. And if it isn't doing that, well, push it out. And that will pull your diaphragm down, and your diaphragm will then help you draw air into your lungs. And each in-breath should be the same length as each out-breath. And ideally, we want you to count up to 6 as you breathe in and out. But if you can't do 6, do 4 or 5, and that's okay. And if you're using this to calm you at any point in the day, you may have to start with 4 to begin with. But just remind yourself to lengthen the breaths to 5 and then 6. And as I said, just stay with it until you feel calmer. Don't give up if it doesn't work in 3 breaths. So starting now, let's each take 3 of those deep, slow, smooth, even breaths. Now, let your body take over the breathing. You're not using your intention to breathe now. You're letting your body breathe. And you're going to focus on it. Watch how it does it. Become aware of what is going on. Become aware of that part of your physical body where you can most easily experience the process of breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on your belly inflating, or your chest rising, or the flow of air through your throat, or the sensation of the air coming in and going out through your nostrils. And wherever you're putting your awareness, that's all it has to be. Just being aware of your body, breathing in and out. So just taking a few moments to focus on your breathing as best you can. And if your mind wanders, that's okay. That's what minds do. Minds are designed to think, and they will do that whether we want them to or not. So just remember, if your mind wanders, that's not you doing this wrong. If you notice that your mind has wandered, then you are being mindful. You are being aware of what's going on in your present moment experience. And once you've noticed, just gently, kindly guide your attention back to whatever you were focusing on, which for now is the breath, an in-breath or an out-breath, whichever you find. And now, when you're ready, letting go of the breath, letting go of watching the breath, and start becoming aware of how your body is right now. Just scanning slowly and gently through your body, from the top of your head right the way down through your arms to the tips of your fingers, down through your body and your legs to the tips of your toes. Just checking in with how your body is right now, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And if you find any areas of discomfort or pain, just try as best you can, breathing into that area. And breathing out from it. Now, when you're ready, becoming aware of your body as a whole, sitting in the space it's in. Just become aware of your bodily presence in this moment. Notice where it's in contact with a chair. Notice where your arms are in contact with your legs. Notice any sensations of breathing that you can feel as you focus on your body as a whole. Imagining as best you can your whole body breathing. And now, letting go of your focus on your body and your breath, I want you to engage your amazing imagination and do this in whatever way is right for you. We all imagine differently. that's okay. Some of you may imagine in glorious, three-dimensional, full colour, moving pictures. Some, like me, may only get glimpses of images, but very, very strong feelings. Feelings in my body. Sensations. Some of you may hear what you're imagining, or even smell or taste. Whatever way you're doing it is perfect. So using your imagination, I want you to imagine that in front of you there is a circle of bright, bright light. White light. And when you're ready, I want you to step into that circle of light and feel that light filling your entire body and your mind. Maybe the light streaming down from above through the top of your head. Maybe it's coming up from the soles of your feet, or just surrounding you and coming into your body throughout your entire skin. Whatever's right for you, just imagine that light pouring into your body, going to every single cell in your body. Maybe imagining all the cells in your body lighting up with that light. And this light is a healing light. Feel it nourishing and healing all of the cells in your body. See the light. Feel the healing, the nourishing. And then particularly focus on your immune system. The parts of you that at the smallest level are working tirelessly 24/7, fighting off any kind of infection. And imagine particularly the light flooding into those parts of you, strengthening, nourishing, feeding, giving them whatever they need so that they're as strong as they can possibly be to fight whatever you encounter. To fight it and to win it. Just imagine your whole body being prepared for that battle inside you. That your body can and will win. Imagine that bright white light still filling every cell, every part of you, continuing to nourish, repair, strengthen. Whatever the cell needs, that white light is giving. And when you're done, you can just step back out of the white light, out of that circle of white light. And imagine your body refreshed, strengthened, ready for whatever it has to encounter. Maybe that white light has filled your mind as well, filled it with positivity and optimism and hope, whatever positive emotions you need. And if it hasn't, well, you can imagine that next time you do this. And you can do this again and again, listening to me, or just settling yourself somewhere quietly, using your breath to calm your body and relax your body, calm your mind and relax your mind. And then just imagine stepping back into the circle of white light and feeling that white light filling you up, going to every single cell in your body, strengthening, nourishing, healing. But for now, just focus back on your body in this moment, in this space. Connecting with whatever's going on in your body right now. For me, there's a tingling throughout my body as if that white light is continuing to do its work. But your experience is whatever your experience is, and that's okay. Just coming home to your body for a moment or two. This body, in this moment, in this space. And then, when you're ready, start to move gently and bring yourself back to the external world. Maybe stretching a little bit. Opening your eyes when it's right for you to do so. Taking with you this mindfulness into whatever you're doing next. If it's time for lunch, then be mindful as you prepare and eat lunch. If it's time for some other activity, then be mindful as you do that. If you're walking, be mindful of what your body's doing and then what's going on around you. The thing for me that I love is hearing the birds singing. Maybe the wind in the trees. So just practicing coming into the present moment, even however briefly, and becoming aware of what's going on within you and around you. Okay, well, I'd be interested in how people found that, so please feel free to comment. And as always, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a bit busy for me, so I've said it'll be 12:30, and it will be 12:30, but it will also be a video, I think, so that I'm in the best state to do your meditation for you and for me. I will record it later on today, and it will go up at 12:30 tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you virtually then, and for now, as always, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.